Hello there, welcome to #Nailed It with me, Michael Lee.
And me, Tova Lee.
Lee. Hello everybody, welcome back.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
You know what I haven't told anybody?
What?
Is about my driving license.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, oh God.
I totally forgot about this, yeah.
Go on, you start the story.
Wait, but you know what I just discovered? Okay, so long story short is that I need to get my driving license out because
Tova doesn't have a driving license.
Excuse me, you just said that I was going to tell this story.
Okay, but
I have been driving since the age of 17.
Okay.
I passed my first test, thank you very much, in Israel back in whatever the year was.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to England, I was told that my Israeli license is an international license. And it's valid for 1 year. And I thought that as long as I left the country every year, it would be valid for a year every time I returned to the country. Apparently not.
And then whenever I've had to get car insurance for us, it's always been other license, UK, no. And you've always said to me you have an international driving license.
Yeah,
and whenever
that's what I thought.
Me the Israeli license, I go, there's nothing, this is just a normal license. No, it's international. I can drive anywhere.
It's an international
license.
Not.
It doesn't say anywhere. This is an international driving license.
Okay, long story short, whatever. Now I have to get the license.
Yeah, well,
out,
basically,
whatever.
we've been leasing a car and about to get a new one.
Whatever. So I need to get the license out. But this is
and that's it. They're like, "What do you can't drive?"
Wait, but this is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
This is not the story.
Anyone out there? Anyway, yeah.
No, this is not the story. What I wanted to say is that I now need to study for the theory. So I went online and I downloaded an app that's like a test.
Yeah, in the UK,
you
have to pass a theory test.
I think it's most places.
I don't know.
That's how we do it in Israel as well.
You're doing
Are you?
Leon, I'll sound
Wait,
now.
are you doing the mock tests?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I did really well.
Really?
Today I got 47 out of 50.
Wow.
Well
And
done.
how?
I got 48 out of 50.
Wow. How long have you been studying for? Because I'm really
This is the last couple of weeks. but
amazing.
I've
Wow.
been, doing the lesson since January.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, what about you? Tell us about your theory test.
Wait, so I went online, got this, app, and I'm doing the test. First time I did, wait, let me tell the story. I do the test, and I get like 38 out of 50. I'm thinking, okay, this isn't bad. And then like by the time I do like my fourth test, I'm like getting 50 out of 50, and I'm thinking, I am so good. Like I'm gonna take
and you're
the
getting
theory.
all the same questions.
Wait, and I'm getting like a lot of the same questions. I'm thinking, God, this is like so easy. They're so dumb, right? And then I realized that it's just like the sample app. You need to download the actual app, which is like an app that you pay for,
hundreds of
which
different
has
questions.
So I downloaded it last night. I just did.
Have you done it today? Have you looked at it? And how'd you do?
I'm not telling you.
That bad.
So bad.
Really that bad?
So bad. And I thought I would probably get away with it of just like doing loads of exams. I think I really need to study.
So Tove will be driving.
I also want to point out that I
again.
haven't studied anything for over 20 years.
Let's hope you're driving again
Taking
by the time you're 50.
So, and by the way, if there are any people who are in like police or something, I'm not driving at the moment.
No, we're not driving. No, I'd like to
Please,
state for this podcast,
please
she's not
note
driving
that I'm not
illegally.
driving it
She's
illegally.
no longer allowed on these roads. She's a health hazard. And I mention health because we're the 33 most popular health app in China.
Exactly.
So there we are.
Let's face it, I'm a much better driver than you.
You're not.
Oh, I'm such a much better driver than you. Wait, what test did you pass?
What do you mean, what test did I pass?
How many tests did you
Okay,
have? How many?
I passed on my fourth, but that makes me a much safer driver. Thank you, Leon. It does.
It does
I didn't just fluke it
Oh my
first
God,
time.
I just realized I didn't.
Maiming people.
Wait, I didn't pass my first test.
Oh, here we go. It's coming out
I passed my
now.
second test.
Yeah, you've never seen an accent.
My
You've
first
seen
theory. My second test. And you know what they failed me for, the first test?
killing someone.
I didn't let a blind man cross the road.
You didn't let a blind man cross the road. You didn't let a blind man cross the road.
I swear. Yeah, because, he was...
I can't believe this. You refused. You saw a blind man and went, "You're going nowhere, matey. I'm in a rush."
Yeah, and they failed me for that.
Oh, what a surprise!
Oh my God, I know.
I did. I mean, I failed 3. I did fail once for stopping for a squirrel.
No.
I did. Oh, yeah, there.
What?
You wouldn't let a blind man. I let a squirrel cross the road.
This really
a
does
squirrel
reflect our
came into the road,
personalities, doesn't it?
and I
That's so
stopped.
funny.
And the instructor said I broke too quickly. It was dangerous. I went, yeah, but I was going to run over a squirrel.
Oh my God.
The way you stopped was dangerous.
Dangerous.
You're failed. So I failed for stopping for a squirrel.
Wow.
You know, so any squirrel lovers out there, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, I'm
You know?
sorry. Like I wasn't being rude. I just like thought he was like approaching.
He's gonna have a dog as well,
The
did he?
story's
Just a
gonna
stick.
just get worse if I give more details.
Wow.
Anyway, the point is they failed me, and then I passed my second test. I passed the first theory, and I've never had an
Come in?
accident
Right.
ever.
You've
You
seen- you've
and
seen-
how
you
many?
never- you never
how
kn-
many of you
Yeah.
had?
You've never,
How many of you had?
yeah, you never had an accident. But you've seen thousands. And most of them you probably. something to
No,
do with.
that's that. Don't lie. Don't lie now. I've never. I'm a very good driver.
I've had 2 car accidents, and both weren't my fault.
Yeah, that's what
One was
everybody says.
one John McKenna for this, and one was a motorway pile up when I was at college. Loads of cars stopped.
Yeah,
they were like,
and what?
couldn't stop. Well,
Yeah, it was a front.
Oh.
You went in the front. If you go in
There
the
was a-
front,
it was a
but
10-car
if you go in
pile-up.
the front, it's your fault. It's
No.
not your fault if
I was
somebody.
number 8 in 10 cars in a
But
pile up.
Lulu, it's about. Sorry, it's about keeping distance from the car ahead of you. So if somebody, how do you say, like goes into you from the back, it's their fault. It's not your
Well,
fault.
The insurance
because
company
they didn't
realised it
save.
wasn't my fault. I disagree. Another one, someone went
Right?
into me.
Am I right? You know this rule?
no,
You don't know this
that-
rule?
that's
Google it. Seriously,
ridiculous.
Google it. It's
Oh.
true. It's true. It's about whatever. Anyway, very good driver.
Right.
Not legally allowed to drive, but very good at driving. I'm really good at parking as well, right?
Not bad. You get a little bit flustered.
What?
You get a little bit flustered at times. You do.
What?
You do.
No.
Yeah, when you have to think about it too much, you're not very good. When you don't think about it, you're very good at reverse or
I'm
parallel
very good at
parking.
reversing. That's
Yeah.
true. Like I see it as a challenge. you know, I do. Like, can we just reverse?
Extraordinary. I mean, that blind the image of a blind man sort of. Oh my God, stepping
I'm
into
so
a road.
sorry. No, I'm so
Wow.
sorry. I was 17 and I don't know why I just didn't stop. I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm so sorry.
Unbelievable. So what are we talking about tonight?
Okay, well, this was fun. But actually, it kind of, I sort of like, I had this vision of what we were going to talk about as we were talking about the car reversing, being flustered. We've just come back from holiday.
Yes.
And one of the things that I found very flustering while on holiday actually is driving with the kids in the car. I don't enjoy
Yeah, no,
it.
You do lose it.
Oh my God, because they don't
con-
shut up.
it's a constant noise.
And you have to concentrate as a good driver. Like,
And,
you know?
for those of you that you're driving something you don't know, especially on holiday, if you'll probably have sat nav in the car,
Yeah.
Garmin, what's it called, Waze,
Waze,
whatever these things
Google
are,
Waze, yeah.
and with these things, especially when there's like junctions and you're veering, sometimes it takes slow for the satellite to react. So you're like, come off here, no, this one, no, you've missed it. Come on.
Yeah.
So that, and when you've got kids screaming in the back, it's all your fault. I made a mistake now. The thing with it's nothing to do with the kids.
Yeah.
It's the sat nav that's
Yeah.
made the error.
No, but let's
But,
face it.
yeah.
They oh God, I mean, the fighting at the back seat. And we had a few long drives. We
Yeah,
did.
we had
a
one was
few
about
long
3 and
drives.
4 hour drive.
Yeah, which actually, but that drive they weren't so bad because we gave them the phone, put a film on for them. But
nothing to do.
but yeah. Anyway, we just came back from holiday. We thought we'd talk about our holiday. We went to Israel.
Yes, we
Yes,
did. It
we
was,
did.
it was nice. I had a few sort of actually away from me amusing. Very briefly talking about football. My team won the Champions League quarterfinal, now semi-final.
Oh, that story's funny, actually.
And which one? Which? Oh,
With
no,
the-
there was the first
that
two.
night, that night.
So very, very briefly, for any football fan out there, I found a bar to watch it. They were showing another game, then our game, and it was the night of it was the evening. It was the day of the Israeli general elections when you went to vote. And my game was interrupted constantly by this bloody general election. We're going here, we're going there.
So inconvenient.
It was really inconvenient. Thank you,
Sure.
democracy.
Yeah.
for messing up my game. But there we go.
But the other story about the football was when we stayed. So we stayed in different places. One of the places was Tel Aviv one night.
Great city. You've never been there.
Yeah,
Great
Mike
city.
and I had one night
city.
away from the children in an actual hotel. So nice, wasn't it?
Wonderful.
So nice, wonderful, really wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful time, wonderful 24 hours. And there was a big match on that evening.
That was the second leg of the
Yeah,
Champions
and
League. which we
Mike's
got
watching
through.
it on his phone. We come out of a restaurant and we're going to find this bar, right? And our friends drive into a underground
car
car park to look for parking. So he's got his phone, right? We're in the car park. He couldn't find
It was
parking.
already 1-1 after like 7 minutes.
Yeah, and we were in there for how long? Like
2 minutes.
2 minutes maximum. We come out. I'll let you.
And I
carry
missed
on.
2 goals. There was 2 more goals.
2 goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But then you lost all reception whatsoever.
Yeah, but then
right?
I just basically cut my losses, went back to the
And
hotel,
I've never
watched the rest of the
I've
game.
never seen Mike so upset in his life. So anyway, we cut a long story short. We decided to go back to the hotel, and then they won.
Well, yeah, we got through. It was a wonderful, wonderful
And you were
night.
so emotional.
I was very emotional.
So emotional.
I still am. Anyway, yeah, it was a lovely holiday.
That was like your highlight of the holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was your highlight?
Wow. One of the highlights was our eldest, who's 8. Her present was we go. There's a place and there's a holiday resort in Israel called Eilat, which is on the Red Sea,
Yeah.
with its borders
South
with
border.
Egypt. And every year we go to a beach there called Dolphin Reef.
Yeah.
And wild dolphins come in, and you can scuba dive and snorkel,
Yeah.
with actual real wild dolphins.
Yeah.
And our daughter, since she was 5, I wanted to do it. And it's like, no, you've got to be 8. It's the age, you've got to be allowed to do it when you're 8 years old. She turned 8, and that was great for her present for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Going underwater, a little tank on the back.
Oh, she was so
and
cute,
diving with
wasn't she?
dolphins.
Yeah.
That was probably my highlight.
So she was 8
was
years
amazing.
old in just a couple of days, and honest to God, one of the most amazing experiences ever. I was slightly scared. I was actually wondering if you weren't scared at all, like just a little bit worried, or I don't know. But I was a little bit worried. But she was just a champion, like amazing. And that was definitely one of my highlights. But a lot of people were writing in this weekend, sort of asking, because obviously the summer holidays are coming up,
Yes.
especially in the States.
We just had Easter. haven't
Yeah,
we?
they break sooner, or like June, I think.
Really?
They're off. Yeah.
Wow. Bloody hell.
And it can be hard work, can't it?
Yes.
But flights are better now, right?
Well, because they're older. And
Although I did notice that you struggled on the way.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a bit of an error.
You sat with the
you
twins.
told me to sit in the middle of the 2 twins. So I had one in my ear, one
No,
side.
it's my fault.
And
You
can't-
told me.
Well,
But you
you-
could have stood up and moved to a different seat. It's not like I glued you to the seat.
Luckily, we're one of those planes that has the personal screens in front of you, flicking through movies. But it's one of those digital ones now where you can stop, pause,
Yeah.
rewind. But my 2 younger daughters just were watching a film, went, great, put this film on, 1 hour 45, great, an hour 45. But then I just watched them with their finger, because it was all quite new to them, a novel, of just getting their finger and just fast forwarding 50 minutes. Also like, my film's finished. But you just put it on. Why did you fast forward? Well, don't go back. You've seen that bit. So it was this constant. They went through every film within minutes because they were
Wow.
fast forwarding everything.
I didn't realize that's
Oh
what
yeah, it was all
it is.
going on.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so there we are. But it was. It is
Anyway,
much
on the way
easier.
back, I sat next to the twins, and
on
it
the
was
aisle,
fine.
but they were away from you. One was 2 seats away from you. It made it slightly easier.
No, actually, that was hard because every time I need to reach her bloody screen, I had to block the other one's screen. She got upset. So yeah, but no, that was a lifesaver. I really want to personally thank El Al
Yes.
for their new planes and for the fact that they have the screens in the planes.
Yes,
They're
because
good.
for many years they didn't.
For many,
it was the
many,
one screen coming
many
down
years.
on the aisle. You're trying to look
I
at
know.
it. People are walking past. You can't hear it very well.
Oh, but actually, I do want to tell you about something real fun that we did. Not that anybody's going to go and do it unless you actually live in Israel, but was the
Donkey carts.
No, was the Beatles exhibition.
Oh, yes.
That was amazing. But I think, okay, we'll tell you about it in a minute, but I think what you said after, you were onto something. Because one of the reasons why holidays with kids don't feel like they're holidays is because you sort of tend to do stuff for the kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's all about like what they want to do and doing things
So
that
you're
they
doing
want to do.
kids'
So,
activities
yes,
and
you're
you're
doing kid
tagging along.
activities and you're tagging along, like making sure they're okay and they're
Yeah.
enjoying themselves. But really, you're just standing there and and
Yeah,
not really
bored, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not really a holiday. So
No.
so we went to this museum. And it's a children's museum.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Which didn't sound very promising to begin with, like for us. But they had this Beatles exhibition, which was just extraordinary.
It was. I think it was unofficial, but they'd made an effort.
It was amazing.
They tried to recreate Abbey Road studio, play the old instruments.
Yeah.
There was a great video thing when you got up and did the songs dressed up as the Beatles.
Yeah.
And at the end, they showed you on screen singing "She Loves You" and whatever.
And you were really in your
Great.
element there. Mike was actually correcting the guide on several occasions about some of the information.
I'm not a Beatles anorak, but I've got a good knowledge of the Beatles.
Yeah, and you're like, well, no, that didn't happen that year. No.
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do an exhibition,
Yeah.
I mean, she was a big fan. Well, she thought, but get it right. But it was quite fun in the moment when, because we obviously live in northwest London, we live very near Abbey Road.
Yeah.
So pretty much once a week we drive past the
past
famous zebra crossing. So when she showed the picture there, the Beatles cover Abbey Road, we went, yeah, it's near where we live. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just down the road. And she was like, for her, it was, it's my dream. It was just zebra crossing. My dream to go there.
It's just
You read what it
zebra
meant to her.
crossing.
And we were a little bit, we were a little bit blasé about it because to
Yeah.
us it's like nothing.
Yeah.
I suppose if you live
Have
anywhere,
you ever done the picture on the crossing ever?
I must have done.
Have you?
I must have done.
We should do it as
Why?
a family.
But I mean,
I know.
but I suppose if you live in any kind of tourist place,
Yeah.
you must get sick of it. So if you live,
Yeah.
I don't know. Not many people Midtown, Times Square. If you see people the whole time going, "Oh my god," you're like, "Yeah, I see this every day."
I
Or
think
what?
it's magical, though.
Which one is?
The fact that people stop on the crossing and they take
Oh,
that
we're
picture.
going back to the zebra crossing.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
zoned out for a minute.
Yeah, you
What
did.
were you talking about?
Unbelievable. I say, if you happen to live in a place that's, I don't know,
Yeah.
a famous tourist destination.
Yes. I'm
So
with you.
you're going about your day-to-day life, walking past some
Yeah.
wonder of the world, and every day you're seeing people going crazy until
Yeah.
you're like, it's just a Taj Mahal. It's just like I'm walk past it every
Probably.
day. You just get a bit blasé about these amazing places.
That is true. That is true.
That was all.
But I still think it's quite magical. I think my reply to that was spot on because I would literally say the same if I didn't zone out. I think the zebra crossing is quite magical. Personally.
Fair enough.
I do.
If you're a Beatles fan, it
but the
is.
other thing I want to talk about when it comes to holidays, if you don't mind, like swiftly changing the subject, is from the zebra crossing, is food.
Okay, let's talk.
Oh
food.
my god! Oh my god!
Well, we were in a hotel which was half board,
Yeah.
so you'd
So
kind
yeah.
of already prepaid for the dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm one of these people that's,
Do you like buffets?
well, I'm coming on to it now.
Okay.
If you get a good hotel buffet, there's nothing better.
Really?
Because
like
you-
in the world
you-
or in the food category?
I think food category, because the reason being is this, you've already paid for it. It's good. You
Yeah.
can go back as many times as you want. So you know when you go for a
Driving with a
meal,
buffet
you
is-
go
I
for an a
love
la
it.
carte menu,
Yeah.
you have your starter, it's a bit crap. You have your main course.
No,
the steak's
starters
not
are
great.
the best.
Let me finish what
Okay.
I'm saying. Just going off like a child. I love starters. Oh, I love them. Let me finish. Unbelievable. You've paid for your starter. You paid for the main course, not great. Dessert, yeah, I had ice cream anyway. You can feel a bit cheated by a meal. What I love about a good buffet is that you go, oh, the beef was good. I'm going to have more. Oh, I don't like this fish. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to not eat any more, and I'm just going to put my plate over there. And I think it's a great thing. It's not like an all-you-eat buffet in a restaurant where you take your own plate. I haven't, but people do. My friend Pete Harris, who lives in Thailand, he used to love... There's a chain, Garfunkel's. I think they're all
Yeah.
over the world. Whenever he used to go to Thailand, bizarrely, great food, he used to love taking me to these Garfunkel's type, eat as much as you want buffets.
Yeah.
And he had a way of, on his plate, putting lettuce down first
Oh, so
and
that the plate-
building up as much on the plate for your money as you could.
But you can only
Extraordinary.
go up once? Because otherwise, like, why would you fill your plate?
Well,
Just-
maybe,
just
well,
put a
that's
normal
the way,
amount and then go back and put more.
Maybe that's the way he did it. He had this system. But yeah, what were we saying about this? Yeah, I look, we were very, very
First of
lucky.
all, I want to point out like how animated and passionate.
Yeah, I love talking about food. We were talking about buffets. We were very
Just,
lucky
like,
for your
pointing out.
40th to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we'd researched the buffet in Las
Oh
Vegas.
yes, that
And
was
we
a
went
good.
to-
I mean,
it the
that
Wynn?
was yes.
Was it the Wynn Hotel?
That was the best breakfast buffet I'd ever seen in my entire life.
Had everything, sushi,
I
champagne.
mean, it was just wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting quite animated now.
No, because it wasn't even like it was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
But
They
the
are
way,
the greatest
but
thing.
I mean, the breakfast that you were having was really extraordinary. You have like a 3-course breakfast when we were on
Yes.
holiday.
Yeah,
It's extraordinary.
it's brunch. It's breakfast.
Yeah,
lunch.
No, it was breakfast because
It's
it was like
breakfast
8
lunch.
a.m.
Yeah, but we weren't having a lunch.
It's
It was a brunch.
breakfast.
I wasn't having a lunch. It was a
Weren't
breakfast and my
you?
lunch.
Weren't
Not
we
really.
having lunch?
Yeah, I was picking the kids' leftover chips. But no, yeah, I'd start with my savouries.
I'm really
and I'd
boring.
end with a lovely bit of cheesecake and
Like
fruit.
when it comes
Beautiful
to a
thing.
breakfast in Israel, I'm so boring. I always have the exact
Yeah,
same
have
thing.
what we have at home.
Yeah.
It's a cut-up salad.
Because
Yeah,
it's
what's
what
the
I
point?
like. I like an egg with the salad and the feta cheese and the za'atar, hyssop. Hyssop. I'm like, I literally
Yeah.
should be promoting hyssop.
Hyssop's a herb,
It's
by the way.
herb.
What's
It's a
it
Mediterranean
about?
herb. It's so nice.
Yeah.
So that, and I'm happy. Like, I don't like sweet things in the morning.
I wouldn't normally have a lovely piece of cheesecake for my
And then
breakfast.
you'll have like a
I'm on
sweet
holiday.
thing,
It's then
a
I'm gonna
savory
have it.
thing, and then something to clean the palate at the
little
end,
bit of
like some
sorbet.
sort of sorbet or fruit or whatever. It's extraordinary. You've
beautiful
never
thing.
seen like so much food for some in breakfast.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah. You're so happy.
I'll stand by my food, my buffet eating ways.
Yeah, but then obviously the next week it was Passover, which is quite upsetting because then
If you
it
can't
was
eat
all,
bread
yeah, it's all
and any
matzahs.
kind of
gives you
flour,
constipation.
doesn't give me constipation.
No, it didn't give anybody constipation
I
to
don't
be
know why I
honest.
keep saying it because every time you mention the word matzah, which is an unleavened bread, like a cracker, every time you
like
went,
a
it's
cracker.
like you've got word association. Would you want some matzah? No, it gives me constipation. Darling, don't have any matzah because of constipation. No, it doesn't. I'd seen one person going, I'm so constipated. But it's like, again, this is maybe why we shouldn't be number 33 in the health podcast in China because you don't know what you're talking about.
It does give you constipation. It does. It did when I was a little girl.
Okay, you had something wrong with your innards.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god, that's so funny. It was hard for me though, I have to say, with my
Look
condition.
at you weeping. Look at you. You really need to get out more.
with the Candida. It was really hard because like I can't eat momos.
But do you actually have Candida? Because let's tell the listener about the time you went to the doctor and you had a blood test to be informed that it's not really coming up.
This shows me that you do not listen to a word that I say. First of all, it was not a blood test, okay? And second of all,
Urine test?
no, it was
Stool?
No. Anyway, and what they checked was not for Candida.
What were they checking?
What, you really want me to talk about my vagina right now?
I don't know. What are we talking about? What's a bit of a leap? I think we went for Candida test.
It's like you don't listen to
I
me. There is no Candida test.
Oh.
She checked for thrush, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because it's connected, because
Right.
it's a fungus, right?
Right.
In your gut.
And you don't have that?
Yes, but that
Thank
does
God for
not
that.
mean that I don't have Candida. That's
Right.
something different.
Okay, I got confused.
God, listen to me.
Well, and now I know my wife doesn't have thrush, which has pleased me no end. And I'm pleased for you. I'm pleased for you.
Exactly. I'm pleased too. It was really good news, but it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with my Candida.
Right.
And by the way, when I was in Israel, I was really trying to be good. But I wasn't 100%. So I did have pains. And I just want to read something out to you that I got from somebody today. I am officially now famous, by the way.
Why?
I'll tell you right now. I just need to find it. But I'm famous. This lady's from Massachusetts. Did I say that right? How do you say it?
I always think of the Bee Gees.
Yeah, I'm famous, but for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, no, what have you done now?
Yeah, she sends me this message today. Hang on, I gotta find it. She goes, I got an, what's this?
I need my glass.
Endoscopy.
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 Isn't it? It's a camera going down.
I got an endoscopy last week, and they just called me with my results and told me that I have Candida. I said on the phone to the nurse, "Oh, just like Tova Lee." And she chuckled and said, "Yeah, exactly."
No.
Yes.
Really? You should be the poster
I am the
girl.
ambassador of Candida
But
worldwide.
wait a minute.
Worldwide.
That's a beautiful thing, but...
Oh, God, I know what you've cut.
Didn't you just tell me a minute ago you can't do a test for Candida? She has in Massachusetts. She's done a test for Candida.
So in that case, it's the NHS we should be upset with because they told me there is no test for Candida. In fact,
Well, there is in
the NHS told
Boston,
me
or some of Massachusetts.
that they don't believe in Candida even.
I'm getting very confused. How we're number 33 of the health podcast in the whole of China is staggering.
The
whole of China.
The whole of China.
When you've just told me the story about you isn't a test for this, and now you just read out, look at me, because she had this test and she has
the
Candida.
funny thing is, this lovely lady who sent me this message, I then asked her, "Would you like any tips?"
Wow.
And she said no.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it though?
Wow.
So famous
Famous for Candida.
For Candida.
You know?
It's
Wow,
amazing, right? Yeah.
Wow, this particular episode is astounding me. We've gone all over the shop. We've gone from
I know, from
we've gone
a holiday.
from nearly running over blind people to swimming with dolphins
Yeah.
and
You didn't like you weren't very active this holiday though.
I wasn't very active.
No, because you said you would go to the gym. Remember, you bought your gym gear. You know,
We were staying in a hotel, and you know these little it was a nice hotel, but
Yeah.
you know you have hotel gyms, and you know whatever. I was like, okay, do you have a gym here? They went, yeah. I said, okay.
Oh,
We'll go
yes.
have a look.
Yes,
and they
yes, yes, I
said,
know what you're gonna say.
yeah, there's a charge. Excuse me, but we're staying in the hotel. Yeah, there's a charge of. Was it
25 shekels.
It's about.
It's not a
4 or
lot.
5. It's not a lot.
still,
but
you're like,
it was the
I'm a
principle.
guest.
It's the principle.
Oh, so that's why
It was
you
the
didn't
principle.
Go
I was like, no, you're taking the piss now. Your equipment's not great.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, look, there were some very good-looking guys and girls, very buff and worked. I didn't want me, fatso, going in there. And it was a little bit of that as well. I thought, I'm not paying to be humiliated by these people.
I didn't see any.
Well, so
buff men.
I didn't go, but I had a nice walk every day.
Yeah.
Mainly to the buffet table and back. But, you know, it's all exercise, isn't it?
I know, but the thing is, like, I feel like when you go on holiday, you should really just go on holiday. I know a lot of
Enjoy
people
yourself.
like to work out on holiday,
Yeah,
which
maybe
is
if it's your
awesome.
routine.
I did
But you
bring.
didn't do many walks, did
No,
you?
I brought my stuff as well, really kind of planning to
Yeah.
do it, but you just don't.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You
No, I
just
agree.
don't. You're like, oh, no, I'm on holiday. But I have enjoyed going back to my walks since coming back.
You've been doing walks?
Yeah, every morning.
I didn't know.
What?
I knew you went today.
Where do
but
you
I had
think
no
I
idea.
was
I've
this
no,
morning?
I've no idea.
Oh my God.
Sit in the toilet with,
What?
with your Candida tests and whatever, I don't know. And your motts of constipation. Yeah?
No. Oh, by the way, can I just say it's
Oh,
still
isn't it disgusting?
No, it's
Just the way you
not.
said that, I was like, oh, here we go.
no, but it's about like the matzah.
Right, okay. Which is an unleavened bread.
So you know how it's still Passover?
Right.
Israel, but we're not kosher, right? Like we
No.
don't really. I'm not interested in
night,
those things
yeah.
so much. So I posted today about how I was making a sandwich. I got some furious messages
Oh, well, yeah, there you are.
from people reminding me that it was Passover.
Yeah.
So apologies to everybody who doesn't eat bread in Passover.
There we are.
Yeah. So yeah, so it was a good holiday.
Yes.
Right?
Go to her Instagram. You see all the pictures. You'll see pictures of the dolphins.
Yeah, and we
my
discussed
sandals.
your sandals last time, so we
Yes,
won't
the
bring them up
sandals
again.
and stuff, and
Yes.
some other outfits.
I did enjoy going to the marketplace, though. I really do like marketplaces. Yeah, I know you do as well.
Oh, I love a marketplace.
Love a good, and we had
I
that.
love buying
it was so
overpriced
annoying
hats.
because we had breakfast in a hotel,
Oh,
which was very
oh,
average.
Yeah, well, actually, let's go back to buffets.
Yeah.
So we're staying in a nice hotel in Tel Aviv, and
Yeah,
they
it's
said,
a different hotel,
"Would you
yeah.
like to pay a supplement
Yeah.
for breakfast?"
Oh,
we're
yes.
So you're like, well, we're in a great place with great markets and great food is
Yeah.
street food.
Yeah.
And then the woman at the desk went, "We have won an award." For
She went
best."
out of her way to go. No. You do not want to miss our breakfast.
We've won awards for
Won awards.
best hotel breakfast 19 whatever it was 2000 whatever.
Yeah.
So I was
Like,
impressed.
oh,
All
okay.
right, great.
So we paid extra.
And all those breakfasts that it wasn't very good.
Oh, it was awful. Don't even be a little bit nice. We're not saying the name of the hotel, but it really was not good.
It was disappointing.
Below par.
It was disappointing
like
because
that?
she made such a big thing of it.
Yeah, below par.
You know?
Anyway, so we went out after this very average breakfast up to the market, and both of us really regretted having that breakfast
Yeah,
because
'cause
they
there's
had
some-
like,
Oh, Oh.
So
Some
good.
great things. I know, but there you live in there. When we go back, we'll know for next time.
Going. Yeah, and we never went to the Elvis restaurant either.
Yeah, there's this Elvis restaurant we haven't gone to.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, every year we talk about this
Every
Elvis
year.
restaurant.
I know, never go there.
There
Next
we go.
year, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was fun.
Yeah.
Can we
quite
go
a-
eat now? Because
Yeah,
I'm really
quite
hungry after
yeah.
all that
Strange show
conversation.
this has been. I do apologise.
Yeah, I don't-
Anyone who's still listening
I don't
in
actually
China,
know what to call it. What would you call it?
I have no idea. Running over blind men. Possibly. I don't know.
No, stop. Was this show?
Yes, was that this show?
Was
it was
it?
this show. You've no idea. Literally no idea what you're talking about. Stuff that spews out your mouth.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Totally. And then I forget it 5 minutes later
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Exactly.
What type of animal does that, by the way? Is there an animal that sort of...
Goldfish or fish?
A fish. Oh,
A
yeah.
fish doesn't have a good
Yeah,
name.
but it's good, though. It's always happy.
Fair enough.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
Thank
you very
you.
much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.